Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tronage, and today we're going to talk about how my voice is really bad. No, I'm just kidding. Just getting over being sick, and now I lost my voice, and it's kind of scratchy and ugly, but whatever. But for reals, we're going to be talking about basically part 2 of the HGLRC XJB 145 review. But we're also going to be talking about the SQ11 camera and my thoughts about this, and you might be surprised. Stay tuned. This is part 2, and I ran into a bunch of issues which I'll cover, but I didn't want to have those issues delay getting this out to you guys, because the bottom line is this. I hate back when I would do research and I would hop on YouTube and you'd have a reviewer talking about, hey, here's the thing, and in part 2 we're going to fly it, and then part 2 either never comes or part 2 comes out like a week or 2 later, and you're like left with this cliffhanger. I want to make sure that if I have multiple parts to a video, I try to get them out in a timely fashion. So here's my issue. Number 1, something's missing now, if you noticed. Here's a hint. The SQ11. So I'm going to hijack this review about this quad quickly to talk about the SQ11 camera that I was all excited about. Don't get it. Plain and simple, do not go out and buy this. You're going to waste your money. You're not going to be happy. It's not good for what we're trying to do right now in its current state. The issue is its field of view I thought was bad, but when I went to try to do, like I said, we're doing DVR footage and the SQ11 footage, it's really bad. Here's a screen grab. That little thing in the middle there, that's the SQ11. The big part, that's the DVR footage, which is ridiculous because I had to take the DVR footage and blow it up like 200-300%, and the SQ11 footage I had to shrink down like 200-300% to get it so that they lined up in the picture. The field of view is terrible, and that inspired me to actually measure it. So how do you measure a field of view? Well, the easiest way is you just go, I'll put a link in the description, but you can just download one of these things, and it's basically a protractor that's set up for doing field of view. And what you do, you put your camera at the bottom, and the idea is you want to slide the camera forward or back until the field of view lines go from looking like they're radiating out to they kind of straighten out. And the reason is because if the field of view is shaped like this and you get it in the sweet spot where it's lining up with the lines that are shaped like this, the camera lens distortion will bend those lines to look straight. Here is the SQ11's test result. And you can see it's measuring at about 20 degrees to the left and 20 degrees to the right, which means that's a 40-degree field of view. That's like nothing when it comes to first-person view flying. So watching the footage is terrible. And I'm really disappointed, and I wanted to have some good footage for you, but I don't. Because everything that I've recorded with it, it's terrible. It's not even worth watching or showing. I also did the same measurement with the XJB's camera lens. Here. You can see it is a much wider field of view. It goes all the way to 50 on either side, which means its view is about 100 degrees. So it's phenomenally better. SQ11, don't buy. It's not good for what we're trying to use it for. There are, I think, mods out there to open this up and change out the lens and stuff like that. And I might do that at some point, and if I do, I'll do a little video about it. This, on the other hand, this is like the best thing since sliced bread, as far as I'm concerned. I'm so happy with my purchase with this. I'm having so much fun. I have so much freedom. And here's what I love about this quad. Because it's small, it's not a micro quad, it's 3 inches, so it's a little bit bigger, but it's still, to buy standards, has that toy grade look. It's small, so it's not intimidating. So if you go to a field and start flying this thing around, no one's going to give you this look like, oh, what's this guy doing? But you still get that same experience of having all that thrust, all that power. You can do tricks like you have full freedom. Anything you want to try to do, you can do. And I've been doing that all on these Tattu 1300 3S 45C packs. It's 45C, so therefore it shouldn't really be performing this good. So I don't know if that says something about Tattu or that says something about the quad, but whatever it is, if you want to pick up some 3S packs, I'll have a link in the description below to the same pack, but it's going to be the 75S version because that's really what you should be flying if you want to fly a 3S pack. I have received my 850 MAH 4S packs that are 75C. I've had a chance to fly them, but I'm having the same issues that I had with the Aurora when I would put a 3S pack in it, going from a 2S. And essentially you're going to get a lot of oscillations because your PIDs are going to be set too high. So I really haven't had a chance to experience this in all of its glory. The other thing you notice, I've changed out the props. That's because I kind of had a really bad crash. I did a little very low altitude power loop, really low altitude, like I face planted into the dirt, broke a couple props and whatnot. So I swapped them out. The ones that are on here now are these Gemfan ones, and they're the Gemfan 3052s. 30 stands for the inches. It's 3.0 inches. And they're 52, which means they're a 52-degree pitch on the blades. The original ones that come with this are 3045s. So this has a little bit more aggressive of a blade going from 45 to 52. It should grab the air a little bit better, be a little bit more punchier, but we'll see. I haven't flown them yet. They're brand new. They're shiny. I just put them on like 5 minutes ago. But I don't want to leave you without any flight footage because that was what part 2 was supposed to be, was our flight footage. The SQ11 let me down, so you're going to get DVR footage. But I hope when you see this DVR footage, you'll say, wow, don't take my word for it. Let's check out that video.
Hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, perhaps you'd like to subscribe. Check out the latest videos. I'm always posting new content. If you'd like, you could also become a supporter on my Patreon page. And while you're at it, Here's some other videos that you might like. This one over here is the latest one I posted, and this one I think might interest you. Check them out. See ya.